So you didn't tell me about the third party thing.
Yes,
you
I
got a
did.
copy of that?
Over and over.
You got a copy of that on you? Right here? Yeah.
Brought that just in case.
Luckily, it'll be
told
caught
me
on
that
body
was-
camera.
I got
Daniel Kokoska, if you could let me do my...
Listen, don't worry about what I'm doing.
So
I'm just
here's
gonna
the
do
thing,
here. I'm gonna do what I want to
No,
do.
here's the thing. If
I'm
you
not even
don't let
talking
me-
to you. I'm talking to
if you
him.
don't let
I was
me-
talking to him. I was
Daniel
talking to him.
Kokoska, can you let
I
me
was
speak
talking
for
to
a
him.
second?
You can continue doing your
If you could just
job.
let me do my investigation.
No,
that'd be
I
wonderful.
never stopped
really
you.
don't
You
need
stopped
interfering.
and talked interfering.
Yeah, I don't
You
need
clearly
interfering.
don't even know what interfering is.
Okay.
So thank
You're
you.
hindering my ability
No,
to
I'm
do my
not.
investigation
I'm not
right
hindering
now.
anything.
This seems like a kind of a serious case, right?
Well, why didn't you handle it Monday then?
Interfering my
Why didn't
ability
you
to
handle
do
it Monday?
Not a single officer there thought you were being haunted. Okay?
But my entire team did.
When, so...
You didn't take. Wait, can I just stop you?
Yeah,
Because
go for
about
it.
3 minutes ago, you said this sounds like a serious case. Monday, you says
I'm just...
you said
You're doing it
you
for the
said-
camera? You're doing
you
it for the
told-
camera.
You told me that I should brush off catcalls. That when police officers show up at a
Yeah, because you're not... You were a victim of getting beat up by the girl that beat you up, right? That's why
Victim
you
of
were
assault.
a victim of assault.
you don't know what they said.
They were just yelling in the distance. You know, like, you can't...
That's crazy.
What were they
Like I
yelling?
said though, I'll write it
What
out
were
for
they
you.
yelling?
I don't know what they were yelling. It was in...
But didn't on Monday you
hearing
told
from-
me that you agreed that they were saying bye?
I don't know if they said bye.
It changes quick.
I don't know.
Change?
See, I
I
can
mean,
understand.
it's
They were
been 4
saying-
days.
if they
It's
were
been
saying
4
bye,
days.
I
You
would say
agreed.
bye.
On Monday, you agreed they said
And
bye.
I'll
So now
double-
you're lying.
I'll double check my body camera to see what I said.
But
right?
now you're lying.
All right, Dylan. You know
You
what?
can't build lies on lies, Gilman.
You're safer out
To be
here.
honest, man, I really don't feel like doing this in front of Daniel Kokoska. I just like...
So you're refusing to do your job because I'm here?
Did you call Danny Kokoska to make
know
sure
what's
that
funny?
this got done?
What's up, everybody? It's Danny from the Constitution State here today. I hope everybody's having a good day. Today's video takes place at the Willimantic Police Department. This young man right here on the right is Dylan. He's a local business owner. He owns multiple houses in Willimantic, and he's doing very well for himself at his young age. And the guy on the left is Steve, who I've known for a long time. That's my boy. There was this chick that Dylan was friends with. She had worked for him. And she sucker punched him in the bar with a handful of stuff and ended up breaking his eye socket and his nose. She got charged. He got a protection order. Somehow, almost a month later, she went and got a protection order against him, even though there's really no grounds or needs for one. They still signed off on it. Dylan's a coach, a sponsor, and he plays softball. He can now not go to the field 2 days out of the week because they gave the perpetrator, the criminal, a protective order stating that he can't go there twice a week. Even though he's done nothing wrong, and she has, he can't go there. Before he had been served, he was there. The police showed up, told him he had to leave. The chick's ex-girlfriend and all her teammates made fun of him and were yelling things at him. And the police basically told him he's a man, so he needs to learn how to handle it. Which I myself find very funny because these are the least manly men in the whole United States. These are the same cops that'll arrest you simply for saying something 30 to 60 feet away. They've proven it time and time again. They'll arrest you for simply standing there taping. These are the guys telling other men to be men. Make that make sense. And this involves Gil Met. Watch how everybody else there can talk. Watch how everybody else there can say what they want. And every time I say something, he freaks out and acts like a little Karen. I don't trust him. I don't trust him further than I could throw him, which wouldn't be far. I haven't been in here since they redid this. Wonder how much money they wasted on this. This is where we have to stay now?
Yeah.
You can't even go in there?
So listen,
we
we've been
talked
sitting in
to,
here
Officer
for days, right?
Gomez.
We come here every time we come. We gotta stay in here. The other day, Killer came out
Yes.
and took the girl and the other girl in there for a complaint from Rec Park,
Yeah.
which we were here for a
happened at
complaint from Rec Park.
On Monday afternoon around 5:45.
They come out and talk to us.
Writing complaints on them all. Because I am too. And then we go keep track of them.
And it's good stuff what you're doing though, because
I know.
the corruption is nuts, dude.
People don't get it, dude. Like, we grew up out here.
We
yo,
went through it.
and that's why when people, like the homeless people, come up and say, people are like, how do you know they're not lying? They used to do that to me.
Yeah, I did time for stealing a bicycle, and it was a Dora the Explorer bike. And I said, bro, what the am I gonna get for a Dora the Explorer bike? First of all, I can't ride it.
Yeah.
I would've, and maybe if I could have rode it, I'd have took it.
Yeah.
I can't even ride it. Had training wheels and
Dude,
everything.
or like when I told you stuff with my girl, dude. When they went to my girl's house, all the shit. Giller didn't get statements from anybody except for the one chick who lied to write a statement on me.
You get multiple statements.
Yeah, well, no, they manipulate it though. That's why they do it. If there was that statement, my girl's statement, there ain't no way that warrant's gonna get signed off on.
That's what I'm saying. You need multiple to compare.
Yeah. Wanna go write some more fake tickets, bud? Doing a real good job. Dance for us. Dance for us, puppet. Not now. Only in the car. It's a parking ferry. Dude, I watched him pull up.
I don't know, I'm going to jail, man.
Dude,
Wait, so I realized, dude, they didn't send me the picture of my eye that I asked for in the request, and they didn't send
Who
me
didn't?
in the FOI request. I didn't get the picture of my eye, and I didn't get any of my witnesses' statements because he didn't take any of my witnesses' statements.
You have pictures of your eye?
They took them.
Do you have any?
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
But I want the one of the police officers. to-
anything they don't fulfill in a FOIA, you have 30 days. If you don't do it, which is stupid because it's just retarded. But if you don't do it within 30 days, then you have to do the whole thing over again. But anything they don't get, you have to call the FOIA commission in Hartford or whatever. And these guys are under attack right now for not fulfilling FOIAs. Like, the best bet would be to come and actually look at this idiot. See how they drive?
Did you just come here with sirens on? Because I just heard sirens.
No, but he just cut right through the parking lot like an idiot. Who does that?
Cops.
It'd be right.
They have it.
That's what happens when they get scared though. They put signs up. They told me I'm loitering in the parking lot. I said I'm not loitering, I'm conducting business. And they said, all right, well, we're gonna trespass you. I thought I was loitering. Which is it?
Because you seen the camera.
It is. They hate it.
That's my buddy.
Yep. You guys want to speak somewhere more privately?
Right here's fine.
Okay, cool. How you doing, Danny?
Better now.
Better now.
Yeah.
You have a rough day or something?
No, I just tired of waiting here.
How do you say your last name?
Gilmet.
Oh, Gilmet. I was saying Medi.
Yeah.
All right, so I talked to Chief Close the other day.
Deputy chief. He's not a chief.
Deputy chief.
Yeah. Don't
About
give him
the
Oh,
too much credit.
situation On Monday,
Alright.
where I told you multiple times that I felt harassed by the teammates of Alexis,
Yep.
who I have protective order against.
Yep, and Alexis was not there.
No, she wasn't.
Yep,
But I
she was somewhere else.
explained to you that in my restraining order, a third party is not allowed to contact me if they're a known party that may have contact with me to cause
Okay.
annoyance or disturbance.
So you didn't tell me about the third party thing.
Yes,
You
I
got a
did.
copy
Oh, yeah,
of that?
over and over.
You got a copy of that on you?
Mhm.
Right here.
Yeah.
Brought that just in case. 'cause
Luckily,
you
it'll be
told-
caught
told
on
me
body
that-
camera.
I
Hey,
got
Daniel
that.
Kakasko, if you could let me do my
Hey, listen, don't worry about what I'm doing.
So
I'm just
here's
gonna
the
do
thing.
here. I'm gonna do what I want to
No, no,
do.
here's the thing. If
I'm
you
not even
don't let
talking
me-
to you. I'm talking to
if you
him.
don't let
I was
me-
talking to him.
Daniel
I was talking to him.
Kakasko, can you let
I
us
was
speak
talking
for
to
a
him.
second?
You can continue doing your
If you could
job.
Just let me do my investigation.
No,
that'd be
I
wonderful.
never stopped
really
you.
don't
You
need
stopped
interfering.
and talked interfering.
Yeah, I don't
You
need
clearly
interfering.
don't even know what interfering is.
Okay.
So thank
You're
you.
hindering my ability
No,
to
I'm
do my
not.
investigation
I'm not
right now?
hindering anything.
This seems like a kind of a serious case, right?
Well, why didn't you handle it Monday
You're
then?
interfering my
Why
ability
didn't you
to do
handle it Monday?
All right, Daniel.
I mean, it didn't seem serious one day.
Go ahead.
So, can I see a copy?
With all respect, see, I did tell you, I always bring a witness.
No, that's fine, dude.
So I
Yeah.
brought my witness, and I told you multiple times that a third party's not allowed to contact me. You told me
Okay.
a lie. You told me
So-
it wasn't true.
Yeah. So, can I see that?
Yep, right here. And they cannot contact anybody who would be likely to cause annoyance or alarm to the protected person.
Where's the third party? Can you show me?
Do
that?
not contact a protected person in any manner, including by written, electronic, or telephone contact, and do not contact the protected person's home, workplace, or others with whom the contact would be likely to cause annoyance or alarm to the protected person. So that means they can't contact anybody who's likely to contact me. Huh?
They weren't with the other people.
But they contacted, she contacted her teammates.
Okay.
That's how else would she have known I was there?
Bingo.
How else would the call have come in?
Bingo.
So,
So she had contact with her teammates, who I
Okay.
explained was her ex-girlfriend
So-
and her teammates for 2 years now.
Dylan, I explained this to you. You had multiple cops there. If they're 300 yards away from you and they're yelling at each other, you're screaming.
They're not that
laughing,
far. I mean, we can go measure.
You're more than welcome to measure, dude. So,
I felt harassed, and the state of Connecticut
so
granted
what
me
I
a
can do
protected
for you
order
is
for a
I
reason.
can write it up with all the information you've given me, with a copy of the protective order, and if my higher-ups want me to write the warrant, sure. But there was 3 cops there who heard them yelling. 4. There was 4 cops there who heard other teams yelling. You made the assumption that they were yelling at you. You had 4 cops there who all said they weren't yelling at you.
And I have
You're
7
allowed.
witnesses.
If you have
I have 7
if
witnesses.
you have a team on the other side of Rec Park,
Do you play sports?
I used to.
See how annoyed he is? It seems like he doesn't even want to be doing his job. He simply asked, do you play sports? Did you see his face? And this clown thinks just because there was 3 or 4 cops there, that means it wasn't happening. Because the cops said it wasn't happening. As we know, Willimantic police are not the most reliable for anything. These are the same cops that think it's a great idea to go drink at a college bar every weekend. These are the same cops that get caught breaking the law all the time. That's who we're going to rely on, not the 7 witnesses.
Has anybody ever screamed across the field, "Bye, see you later, ha 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 ha, bye"? Has anybody ever said that in a sport?
So not a single officer there thought you were being taunted. Okay.
But my entire team did.
So
You didn't take. Wait, can I just stop you?
Yeah,
Because
go for
about
it.
3 minutes ago, you said this sounds like a serious case. Monday, you said
I'm just.
you said
You're doing it for the
said-
camera? You're doing
you
it for the
told-
camera.
You told me that I should brush off catcalls. That when police officers show up at a
Yeah, because you were a victim of getting beat up by the girl that beat you up, right? That's why
Victim
you
of
were
assault.
a victim of assault, right?
Just the way this clown worded that, oh, you were beat up by a girl, shows you how unfit he is for public service. Nobody was beat up by a girl. It's not like they had a fair fist fight and he lost. No, the chick sucker punched him and he chose not to hit her back.
So that happened, and then protective orders came between you and that person.
Yeah.
You are playing sports in a public area, and it kind of sounds like you're saying that you don't want anybody at Rec Park to be able to yell at the sport field, right?
I didn't get that.
We're like, if there's
I don't want her
somebody-
ex-girlfriend
if
yelling
there's
at
a
me,
team-
harassing me.
Yes, and the 4 cops all thought they weren't yelling at
We
me.
know
But
Willimantic
that's
cops
not-
are not that accurate.
Your
Or
opinion
their judgment's not
doesn't
that
matter
good.
when it comes
Again, if you could just be quiet while I do my
I'm allowed to
investigation.
talk, dude.
Yeah.
But when it comes to me as a protected person, the state of Connecticut granted me a protective
Yeah,
order for
so
a reason.
what
It's
I'm
not.
gonna
It's
do-
not your opinion to
So,
decide
no.
whether I feel harassed
So-
by the respondent. to
Wouldn't
my
that be
protective
court?
order.
What, have you gone to the civil court like we've talked about? Have
Yes,
you-
I did. I went to Putnam, and then I went
Okay.
to Norwich, where she
Okay.
got hers.
Did anybody follow through with you on that?
No, they didn't help.
Okay, so here's what I can do.
I feel harassed by my
Yeah.
respondent to my protective order.
So what I'm gonna do.
And it's taken me 5 days to do anything.
It's going
Okay.
deeper than this too, dude.
Okay.
Like, he's being
Yeah.
threatened physically.
Where?
So one guy's in jail, right?
One
Who-
guy's
who
already
did
in
it.
jail.
Now his
He's
brother
already
is
facing
saying that he
second-
has a problem with it.
second-degree,
The guy with the same last
criminal-
name. We don't know him.
Are we investigating that? Or is that
No,
outside
because
the
it's
city?
it hasn't happened yet. How do you? No, the state
The
police
state
got
police
the other
is
one.
So the
investigating
state
the other
police
guy.
is investigating it.
The guy
There's
in
another
jail.
kid. I've already been threatened by multiple
Okay.
people. Now her friends are harassing me.
What's
They
your
go-
documentation of that?
And
I have a state.
There's
I have a
more
report with the
coming
state police.
than that.
He's facing stalking, and he's facing criminal intimidation in the second degree because he threatened to pull a knife on me if I press charges. on
traveled
Lexus.
all the way to Baltic to make the
Well,
threat.
yeah, he
So
figured
that's being investigated?
by the state police.
Good. Okay, good.
But now there's another person in this town. We don't
Who's the
know.
other person?
It's-
Who's contacting you? And how
I'm just trying to show
I
you the
was at the
severity
ball-
of this. It's getting
Yeah.
out of hand.
No,
it's
okay,
not
yeah,
to
like
be
if
taken
somebody's
lightly.
contacting you, like I said, at Rec Park, there's 4 cops that heard that team make noise.
What were they saying?
No one really fucking knows.
What were they saying?
They said 2 things.
You don't know what they said?
They were just yelling in the distance. You know, like you can't.
That's crazy.
What were they
Like I
yelling?
said though, I'll write it
What
out
were
for
they
you.
yelling?
I don't know what they were yelling. It was in.
But didn't on Monday you
hearing
tell
from-
me that you agreed that they were saying bye?
I don't know if they said.
It
bye.
changes quick.
I don't know.
Change?
See, I can
I mean,
understand.
it's
If
been
were
4
saying-
days.
if they
It's
were
been
saying
4 days,
bye,
but-
like,
No,
It's okay because I already got your
I
body
know it.
cam.
It's
I
imprinted
already
in my
requested the
head.
body
that's
cam,
more
so it's gonna be
than
on
your
there.
information. You're more than welcome to.
Not
I
trying
already-
to.
I already got
go back.
full
I
eyes.
can go back and see, and maybe on my body cam or the one that you've requested through freedom of information. Maybe
But
they
you
didn't say
agreed.
bye.
On Monday you agreed they said
And
bye.
I'll
So now
double-
you're lying.
I'll double check my body camera to see what I said.
But
right?
now you're lying.
All right, Dylan. You know
You
what?
can't build lies on lies, Gilman.
All right.
I'm not trying to be a jerk. I am a
It's true.
protected person by the state of Connecticut for a reason,
Okay.
and you're not
So
taking it
what
seriously.
I can do is I can write this up, and I can write with the 4 cops, 3 cops, right? The other 3, and tell me what they heard. We can check body cameras. I can write the
I
report.
want all my witnesses to
And-
have a statement too,
Fantastic.
Why wasn't it done that night?
because he didn't want to. He
I
told
know.
me,
That's what they do.
Gilmet told me that I should brush off cat calls because I'm a man, basically, and you know they're a bunch of
Yeah.
girls on the other side of the field.
It's funny
so
though, because they don't
when-
brush
when
off
cop-
anything.
when cops
They
roll
try
in
and arrest
4
you for
deep, people are
talking.
gonna-
You want to
yeah.
make your written statement?
It's crazy.
Yeah, I do.
All right. Do you want to come to the private room with me?
Can we do it right here? This is where I did the
Just
last
try to
one.
put his body camera.
I've got an intern with me who doesn't really wish to be on camera.
That
So would
doesn't
you like to
matter,
go in
though.
a private room to do it.
Mitford did it out here. I just want there to be witnesses.
Okay. And
I
we
want-
You're safer out
we
here,
have,
too. You're safer out
To be
here.
honest, man, I really don't feel like doing this in front of Daniel Kokoska. I just like.
So you're refusing to do your job because
No,
I'm here?
I want. Is he allowed to come? All right.
No, you don't, it's not me.
If Kokoska can't come, can Stephen Gresso come? 'Cause I
Yeah,
want my own
absolutely.
witness.
Absolutely. It's a recorded area.
Huh?
Right here, I go to hand my camera to Steve so they have a camera back there. This dude's such a loser, he has to make it about them. Oh, well, the intern doesn't want to be on camera. Too bad, she shouldn't be an intern then. And then the truth comes out. Oh, well, I just don't want to do my job because he's here. Instead of, no, I'm here to provide a service for you, it's, I don't like this. Let's do it my way.
We can go to a recorded room to do the statement.
Why can't you do it right here,
I also want my
Gilman?
witness, though.
Because you keep on speaking and I'm
No,
just
I
trying to do
don't.
my
I just said-
investigation and you're being, I don't know. You're just
Why'd you
not-
lie
he
and
won't
say I was
speak. He
interfering?
won't
Yeah,
speak.
I won't speak.
Alright.
He won't speak.
So you want to do your statement?
Yes.
All right, let me go get some paper for you.
Just let him speak.
I won't.
Let you guys sit down.
Yeah, I'll even go outside.
Yeah, we're right, filming it through here.
Literally, I'll go out. I just don't. If you go back there, dude, you're not protected. You're not safe back there.
No, it's gonna be coercing and.
Dude, he was so pissed you were calling him out.
Yeah. And he knows.
He was so
he knows
pissed.
that.
That's why he doesn't want to be on camera. It's not because of me. I didn't
I'm a
even say
protected
anything.
person by the state of
Yeah,
Connecticut
dude.
For a reason. It's not up to them to decide
No.
whether I'm harassed or not.
No,
Well,
that's
and-
court's job. They write it up and watch. He's gonna write it up, and the supervisor is not gonna sign off on it. But what you do is FOIA it all, and then you just take their shit to court. You know what I mean? Look at all day.
If you don't went in there, I was telling him to wear a body cam, and then everything would be recorded audio and
Yeah.
video.
But you got to be careful with that too, because when they go in the station, they mute it.
Oh.
Yeah, dude. At all the door, it probably. I don't know why it doesn't say it here, but at all the entrances, it says if you come in with.
I just feel like now I'm definitely a target. You're a target already. You got a bullseye, but now I'm a target.
Bro, I didn't even
can't
say
do-
anything that was
Yeah,
crazy.
didn't.
You know what I
actually
mean?
were talking to me.
Yeah, I was looking right at you, and he jumped in at me.
It sucks because you know he's a good dude. It's just that he's got to do this bullshit job, and with that comes they're all fucking brainwashed.
Yeah, no, they are.
They're all
He is.
brainwashed.
That's why, dude, interfering is the most basic thing ever. And you can't interfere with just talking unless I'm threatening him. And I definitely wasn't threatening him. Like, it's not, if you can't do your job with somebody right here.
He did say your name a lot.
Yeah.
I know, he loves to. It's funny, though, because if you go back to the other day, he was the complete opposite of what he is right now. He was trying to be so sweet the other day.
He's got a job to do.
Well, he's just
You
pissed that
you
you
know-
got him by the balls.
You know what? I guarantee if he wasn't here, they would come to ask you to leave.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too. He can't refuse to do his job just because I'm here. You know what I mean? That's a neglect. He's neglecting to do his duty.
Yeah.
Like, and now if you go out and get hurt tonight,
Well, then they came and took all his guns.
oh, I didn't know
Dude,
that.
they came and took all of his guns,
Took all
bro.
my guns.
Like he's
I didn't
like
even think
he's
about
like
that.
Like he's the offender here, because she put a restraining order.
Even though
That
that's
shit should've
crazy.
been denied,
It should have.
denied, and or looked into more and more efficiently, like quicker.
I'm gonna stand out here and smoke a cigarette. You did a good job, though.
Yeah.
You did a good job.
Well, you
Most
stand
people
up
let
for
them.
what's right.
Well, yeah, but most people don't.
That
Or
me,
even
I'm
if
that
they,
guy.
even if they want
like,
to,
okay.
it gets to a point where they back down, and you f***ing called them on all his. And I
But I
love
was
that.
here and I
That's
said-
what was pissing him off, is he's getting sunned on camera.
And he knows.
He knows everything he said to you. He knows
You
everything.
edit these videos.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
He knows everything he said to you the other night, and now he's trying to deny it because we're here.
I even called him out, dude. I said, bro, you know, the truth be told, they were taunting him. Like, there's no way around it. It's not a coincidence that when Dylan walked away, they went, aha, bye, in unison, bro. And the whole team was facing Dylan. Their field is that way.
No, that's just them neglect. You know what I mean? If you're a man, you're in Connecticut, you have a dick, you're not gonna get help, unless somebody actually kills you or those threats actually happen.
Yeah, but then it's too late.
Yeah.
You
What
can't
does
really feel
intern
it.
look like? I couldn't even see her.
Oh, I don't know. She stood around the
Little
corner.
blonde chick, right?
Oh, I didn't even see her at
If
all.
she doesn't want to be on camera, she shouldn't be interning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you know what? I've gotten
Seen
their
intern
lobby
before.
cameras.
Like receptionist or a cop. Because if you're gonna be a cop, you're gonna be on camera.
Yeah, literally, you better get used to it now. Well, some of them don't
Danny's
even.
around.
Most of them don't even.
Danny, can you not smoke?
Is there a rule stating that?
Yeah.
What's the rule?
There's a no smoking sign.
Okay, so how far?
Well, I mean, normally it's what, within X amount of feet of a building? If you could just smoke
Oh, there's
somewhere
an
not
ashtray
at the
here.
front door.
There's an ashtray right here. I'll smoke next to that.
You can feel free to put it out.
I'm gonna smoke next to the ashtray. Feel free to put it out. Smoking police. Gilmet, you just gotta be. I won't even talk.
He's trying to.
Nothing.
I can stop my investigation to do what you
Go ahead. Go
What's
ahead.
that?
Go ahead.
No, 'cause
Go
you
ahead.
felt like you wanted
Go
to interrupt
ahead.
me.
Go ahead. I wanted to what?
You seem like you want to interrupt me.
No.
Am I allowed to do my investigation, or is that not cool?
You could do it. You don't
Would
have
you
to
like
stop
interfere
working.
with me?
You don't know what interfering is.
He's
Please
not
stop
gonna
saying
do
it.
Let him get
All
it
right,
done.
cool. Thank you.
We got to get you the statute so you can learn it.
Let him, he's shaking.
I will. I'm gonna go down this. He's throwing. You know what though? To be honest, I'm surprised he's acting like this
Yeah,
because he's never acted like this.
But he's got everybody inside.
Yeah, he's got his buddies.
So yeah. But he's-
They love that interfering though. They love interfering. I don't know how somebody like me who dropped out, who's never done any of this in my whole life, can figure out what
Do you
this.
know why? Do you know why? Because we're on the other side of the law, and eventually we learn.
Yeah.
Like something, you get a gut feeling. This is wrong.
Yeah.
This is wrong. I'm doing time. Dude,
Yeah, dude. And it gets your stomach turning. You're
Yeah.
mad just like I'm mad right now.
Yeah.
I'm pissed. And I'm gonna put a complaint on this guy. You can't do that. I'm not interfering. That's not interfering, dude. You were talking. He didn't say a fucking thing to you.
No,
It's just me.
Because you got a camera. It's crazy. Because why are you gonna change because there's a camera? I have a public defender.
Gotta do a little better. Your public did he do it?
Me? Me?
Yeah. You're the witness.
Let's go. Yep. You want to do verbal or written?
Um.
It's up to you. I've got.
I'm just glad he did it for you, dude.
So I'm still gonna.
I know. Yeah.
He said, did you call Danica Costco to get this through?
Well, you know what's funny though is why wouldn't you do it without me here?
Yeah.
Like with the I have to come here just to help fucking. You know what I mean? I didn't even do anything. I just fucking did.
He said, did you call Danica Costco to
You know
make
what's
sure that
funny?
this got done?
You go get your. We go get that body camera now. I'm just glad he did it. He's being though. He's never acted like that towards me.
I told him, I said, you know what?
Never.
I said, we'd probably be friends outside of the police force,
Yeah.
but you're not doing your job. I said,
No.
I gotta protect myself.
Dude kept whining, are you gonna let me do my investigation or not? Just to go behind the closed door and whine about me. And the funniest part about it all is if they had just done their job correctly in the first place, the first 3 times, we wouldn't even have been here on the 4th time. Be mad at the right person.
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
You gotta look up that interference statute, bud.
Well, and
He told him, "Oh, that's not a dude I'd be hanging out with."
My statement was just about the baseball field. Yeah, I said, listen, and I said, you heard it. It was too coincidental that they all were facing the opposite way. Aha, bye.
Hey, so I got my supervisor coming. He's in the other end of the city. He's gonna pull up. He's like 5 foot. We'll keep hang tight. Corporal Rivera is Officer Churchnet. Supervisor. Hey, yeah, dude. Nothing against you. I get it, bro. I totally get it.
You gotta do better, Gilmet. We should have to come here 4 times to file paperwork.
So,
Why are you whispering?
yeah, dude, this is gonna be typed up.
For real, dude. He told him, "Oh, that's not somebody to be hanging out with."
Oh, wow.
Who the fuck are you talking about? You don't even know me, bro. He doesn't know anything about me.
It's
I work more than he does.
Because what happens is they personalize all that.
Oh yeah, it is.
And that's what it is.
And now say that, yo, bro, I'm not interfering.
yeah.
It's okay for you to talk. It's okay for him to talk. But as soon as I talk, I'm interfering, bro. Suck it.
Like, first of all, it really aggravated me when he said, oh, because you got beat up by a girl. No, he got punched in the face by a girl. There's no beat
The
up.
cop said
But
that.
that's like
He said that,
mockery.
right?
Yeah, that's
yeah,
like
no,
mockery.
that's
It's
what
on
you
camera.
you put a complaint in.
Yeah, that's mockery.
Like I don't know what you guys do, but I'm putting a
I mean,
complaint
she
in.
could have seen me.
I'm learning right now. This
Yeah.
is a learning process.
Yeah, no,
So
I'm
it's
happy
like-
that they did it because I didn't think they were gonna do it just because I came. He even asked him, "Oh, did you bring him just so this would get done?"
Yeah. Like, what is that for? What's
What?
that?
Like, yeah, he's not the one I'd be hanging around with.
Yeah, I know. He was telling me he was saying that. But
Oh, yeah.
that doesn't give him the right to do that about anybody's character.
Why are you talking to me?
me?
You know
I have
nothing
a
about me.
history too. I have a history, but it doesn't mean people don't change, man.
It's funny that this clown will go tell people, oh, that's not the type of person I'll be hanging around with, when he knows absolutely nothing about me. But this clown will hang out with full-grown men who will go party at college bar, who will leave that college bar and do 100 plus in a 25-mile-an-hour zone and hit 6+ parked cars and then get out of the car and run. They'll hang out with guys who got caught in another state off duty pulling their gun in a nightclub, Those are the people he hangs out with. Yet he feels he has any room to say anything about me.
We're all right, boy.
Good. What up, Danny?
How are you, dude? Living the dream.
I'm Steve.
You guys staying safe?
So,
Yeah. So
incident going on about Rec Park. I talked to the officers a couple times. I felt I was harassed, whatever. They didn't allow me to do a written statement the day of. Came back that night, tried to do another written statement. They didn't allow me to do it again.
Yeah, he explained to me, and I told him to just take down the written statement. So,
Because I told him, I says, I talked to Deputy Glode, Deputy Chief Glode, and I told him, you know, there's going to be complaints because they're telling me that I'm lying, that what I'm saying is not true, that a third party is allowed to contact me when I'm a protected person.
no, I mean, let me see the order. So,
Right here in
Steve.
this fourth box.
do not contact the defendant in any manner, including by written or contact.
We were at
Yeah.
ones before
I
people drive by.
explained this to your
Steve.
officers.
So-
they continue to tell me that I was wrong.
So it depends the situation. So this is what I'm getting. You get told to get out of the park or something, right?
Yep.
And then at a distance, everybody was laughing, so you took
Yelling.
offense to that.
No, they were yelling, bye, see you later, ha ha ha, laughing.
So it went like this. They were all watching. They're
Correct.
facing the opposite direction of the field. Now, so let's say
they're
They're
not
watching-
playing. They're not.
they're
no,
not playing
they're
softball
watching
anymore.
what's
They're
going
watching
on.
what's going on in a
They're
whole
not
other
playing
field.
softball.
Gotcha. Yeah,
See what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So like the backstop is that way. So they should be facing that way. Everyone turned to say aha, and literally with the laugh and the bye. I mean, obviously, I even said the night that we came the original night, and I said to Matt or whatever his name is, I said, let's stay in reality. You know, and I know that it was a taunt.
Right.
You know, and I mean, it was clear as day when 11 out of 15 do it. I can't say all of them,
Yeah.
but there was definitely a chorus of people doing it, and I mean, it was clear as day. And it's not about.
And I tried to explain to them. I said I'm a protected person by the state of Connecticut. The court granted me a protective order, and in the protective order it says that a third party is not allowed to contact me, or Alexis would be in violation of protective order.
So a third party didn't contact you though.
She's her team.
But they were already playing.
But
Well, they're harassing her.
they weren't. She wasn't even there.
She wasn't.
So how
even
did they
there.
know?
So how would she know to
You see
call
what I'm
it in
saying?
if she's not
She
there?
calls
Somebody
them.
contacted
It's so
Alexis.
easy to figure
So
out.
what if I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Yep.
What if, for example, like being lower, right? What if they just would say that to normally to anybody else? You know what I'm saying? Somebody gets kicked out when we go there, yo, get the hell out of here. They'll be like, you know what I'm saying?
Because they're. So the person that led it was Jules Jaber. She's my realtor, Alexis' ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
First off, and it says in here that
Shoot
she
the buy
can't
off, man.
contact anybody who may have contact or would be likely to cause annoyance or alarm.
Right.
Chanting "bye," "see you later," "ha ha
I see
ha"
your point.
is annoyance.
I see your
So you
point.
get what-
But
you
it
get-
is-
I
but
get
it
what
is
you're
annoying,
saying.
but-
It's a no.
Okay,
it
so
calls
on a
noise,
normal
right?
case, this isn't a normal case. There's a protective order in motion. The state of Connecticut has granted me a protective
Right,
order.
right,
So
right,
this isn't any Joe Lunchman
Right.
that's down at the field.
Right. So
There's a protective order
which
that
is why I had him take the statement from you.
Thank you, Rivera.
So then I could then put it. I'll ask somebody higher up above my pay grade.
He
What's the
said the
deal?
same thing about my pay rate.
Yeah, because he talked before you even went out. I told him, I'll take the statement, we'll put it, we'll document, we'll have it documented. And if we get stopped and we're like, no, you can't do it, because what happens is we can't just write stuff and send it to court, right? It goes upstairs and they'll be like, yo, there's no probable cause for this, and then they'll be like, no, you can't send this, because then
But-
we'll look like the court will laugh at us, be like, what are you guys doing? So we can't send stuff over there if
But
it's not approved.
But we've seen
word
it.
for word, it
They do it
says
to me.
or others with whom the contact with whom the contact would be likely to cause annoyance or alarm. I coach a female.
Yeah,
team.
he's not
Right,
just
right,
there
right.
off. He's
Really
literally
well
on
played.
purpose.
Heartbeat's Alexis' team.
Right.
That's
So,
the coincidence.
For them to contact, for them to yell what
laugh,
they're yelling,
I-
and we
I-
play them,
I get it.
they are likely to
Right.
cause annoyance.
Right.
That's where it all comes into play. And
I-
I mean, I can understand any Joe Lunchmeat down at the field. Ha ha ha! He's leaving. There's no
Right.
protective order.
Right.
There's a protective order. The
Let's
state
say-
of Connecticut granted me this for a reason.
The judge goes, was your name said when they said that? Was, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But I have.
like
I already
I'm trying
have.
to play.
Yeah,
No, I'm
I
listening to
understand
both
where you're
sides.
coming from.
Isn't it all on camera?
Yeah.
They have their body
Yeah.
cams,
It was.
which is going to tell which way they were facing. It's gonna.
I mean,
they're all
whether
looking at
it's
me.
a park though. It's like,
But whether it's a park or not,
so
it's still
for
a
example,
violation.
let's say, like I know everyone in town, right? And I got
He does,
plenty
too.
of family and friends here. Like, let's say me and you have a, let's say it's the same situation. Because everybody knows who I am doesn't mean that I contacted them to do that to you. You know what I'm saying?
But how would she know to call me in if she wasn't at the field?
To call in that you were there.
Yeah, she wasn't at the field, but it still got called in right. I wasn't there.
Was
20
it like
minutes.
the day you weren't allowed to be there?
I didn't know. It got
So,
granted.
but
Monday.
You got granted and then you didn't know before.
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It got granted at probably.
So that was like your
noontime
first
Monday.
warning.
Yeah.
And then from
It
there
came
on,
out
you
that
knew.
day.
But
But like
I mean, I already have incidents that are documented through the state police, me being threatened, me being stalked,
Yeah.
harassed,
By
multiple
other people
by
that have
other
been sent
people.
by her.
Yeah, state police are involved. There's state police
Yeah.
investigating stuff
Okay, so-
to do with this.
So I mean, this is just another incident.
Right.
It's
And,
getting out of control.
So again,
Fuck this dude.
if it gets denied or something, I'll give you a call or I'll
give you a
have-
finger?
He's dancing. He has. They don't do anything. He flips me off all the time.
I'll have you. I'll have them call you, and then
because I'm gonna do a FOIA request, and once I get my statement,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
witnesses' statement,
Yeah.
if it doesn't go to
Yeah,
the
you're
court,
allowed to.
I'm gonna send it to the court
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
And then because I feel that the court that granted me this should be able to, or not them, because it's gonna be criminal now.
Right.
They should be able to decide whether they feel or not.
Right.
Because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like
I'm gonna see how far the statement makes it. You know what I'm saying?
Because I feel like
And
there's
then-
a lot of bias too.
If they say no, because it's a lot of people, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's something that will probably go to court and they'll be like, why are you guys sending us this? Like this wasn't like directly. It's not like it was one person, two people that she actually contacted and said, yo, Dylan. Bye. You're getting kicked out.
It points
or whatever,
that way,
or
though,
that.
doesn't
If
it?
It was just like a whole team. Everybody can be a whole team. You know what I'm saying? It's too much.
It's the contact though that makes it off. You know what I mean? Like she was talking to somebody there. Clearly, if she called here and said he's down there, she's talking to
What
somebody.
if one of her teammates knows about the order and goes, hey, Dylan's here?
Like that's definitely a possibility.
That-
No, it is. No, you're right about
Dylan's
that.
here, and I
Oh,
know
quick
you showed,
text, yeah.
You showed me
I'm
that-
not arguing that. I'm just arguing the point that he has a right to come and put a complaint or to file a statement, and Gilmet's denied him 3 times.
Yeah, no.
And you gotta talk to him,
Yeah,
Rivera,
yeah.
because he
denied
fucking
me
was
3 times.
spazzing on me, dude. He was spazzing on me for nothing. So
yeah, no, I had him come on.
no, but can you
I
put
mean,
him in
this was
check
the
with
fourth
me?
time. That's why I'm frustrated. I came down Monday. I tried to do it at the park. I tried to do it here Monday. I came down the next day with him at 9:30. I got
my
denied
bedtime.
again. Yep. Got this old man out of bed because he was one of the witnesses. So I got denied 3 times. They told me come Friday. I said okay. I came right at roll call. Well,
Yeah,
20 minutes after
no,
roll
same
call.
will be typed in, it'll be in the system, and then I'll run it.
I got a question.
He raises.
Can you put that dude in check? Because he's in there talking. He's threatening me, yelling at me. We're all in there. I'm just taping the shit. I say something to him. He starts yelling at me, telling me I'm interfering. He can talk. As soon as I say something, he's spazzing on me.
Was he giving the statement though?
No, at the time, no.
Not at the time.
And we were. I wasn't even talking to him. I was talking
We
to him.
left when he gave the statement.
Yeah,
He came
I
outside.
gave him his space, but like, I wasn't. And he's screaming at me, telling me I'm interfering, and I really wasn't doing shit. I was literally just standing there talking to him, and then he goes to write a statement, and he's in there talking about me to him. Why? Like, I wouldn't be hanging out with that dude if I were you, and this and that. Like, he don't even know me. I do more for town than he does. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't know anything about me. I work more than that. I give more back than that. He shouldn't be talking about me if he doesn't know me. He may not like me. I get that, but that's not part of his job to run around and defame my character. You know what I mean? Like, and I've never even had a real problem with him. Like, I saw him the other day. He was a cheerful little guy. And then today, suddenly, it's, this, that. And he wanted to bring them in the back so they could get away. And, like, they want to do
We normally do that.
I know,
We
but,
normally
like,
take statements.
why are we doing shit right here anyways?
When the person who somehow got restraining order against me physically assaulted me, which is a court case, he just did it right there. He says, come sit down at the desk right here. We'll do the statement right there.
Okay, yeah. So I like to sit in the room. by
Yeah,
myself,
but he
I hate
felt
the
safer
fact
out
that-
here.
I mean, I've been bringing witnesses everywhere I go. That way, there's somebody there.
Well,
And I mean, I have all my FOI requests in. There's already one in for this. There was one in for the physical assault. I mean, all of this is requested.
Yeah.
he just got to act better than that, man. You guys bring the department. There's a few guys that do awesome, dude. You do awesome, Edward, and then we get Gilmet, and I don't know why he's acting like that. Maybe just because we're here and all his buddies are here, but like when I see him out, he don't act like that. And
He's actually he's cool.
well, yeah, I don't. Yeah, but
I told-
he's
I
been
told
cool
him,
with me
you
though
know,
every
I-
time.
He's a little
Besides
frustrated.
saying my name all the time, my full name for the internet, which I don't care because everybody knows who I am anyways.
Camera
But like,
pressure.
he does that. But yeah, like asking him, oh, did you call him to bring him here? I'm walking around, I see him all the time. Like, you know, what I mean, and even if he did, what's it matter? Yeah, but he's acting like he's only doing it because I'm
He
here.
didn't want to do it the other 3 times. He brought the pressure of saying you have to take a written statement. And that's the only reason why I feel he did it. Because on Monday, I told him, I says, on Monday, you looked at me and says, you know, when cops roll in, you should expect cat calls, and as basically as a man, you should just brush it off.
Yeah, he told me he was lying about a bunch of too. Call him, basically
he said
call
all
him.
this was a lie that a third party can contact me. Likely people can contact
Well,
me.
even stuff that happened at the park that's on camera, he was saying he was lying about.
Which,
And
I mean, all the male officers.
Because I'll be honest, to me, I don't think you got it. That's why I wanted to take it on the statement, so then I could just review it.
well, you just do the right
You know what I'm
thing.
saying?
Yeah, you do
Well,
the
you know,
process.
because
Yes,
all
you
3
review
male
it.
officers that were there,
But then he
I
feels
wouldn't
better.
do
You know what I mean?
No,
You
no,
guys did your
yeah,
part.
no,
You
I
took the
know, I
statement.
tried.
Yeah,
Yes, I
no,
tried.
and I respect it, Rivera. But it's sad that we got to go 3 times.
He was the lead, but all 3 male officers there. Michaela, she was sitting in her vehicle, conflict of interest. The 3 male officers that were there, all 3 of them said basically the same thing. You got to expect cat calls. You got to brush it off. I explained the third party thing. They all said I was wrong. They said that that's not true.
Because
Anybody,
we've gotten it, like, we go to a fight at Red Park or whatever, and then we arrest one of the parties, and then you got the other side going, blah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got a right
yeah,
to
but-
talk. You have a
but
right
they're
to
telling
say
me- They're
shit, but
telling me that this is wrong.
the order changes it.
As an officer, they should have known that in a restraining order, a third party can't contact a protected person. Even I knew that,
Third party proving that that person sent that.
but they said not at all. I did ask for who called in the FOI.
Yeah, good.
I did ask for whoever called in. 'Cause
Did you
so-
ask
so if
for
she
the
call-
call?
If Alexis calls in, then somebody from the park contacted her.
Which is fine.
But that proves that the people that were saying bye
Yeah, but
were in contact.
how can you prove that that person who she contacted was the one that said bye or not?
Or if she told them to do it. You know what I mean? Even if
I when I talked to the officer, I said Jules Jaber.
Yeah.
I knew who said
No,
it.
yeah, it was definitely Jules.
She was my ex-realtor.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
sold me multiple houses in this town.
yeah.
I got a lot of them.
Yeah.
But she sold me multiple houses in this town. I knew who it was. Alexis knows who it is because it's called.
Oh, I go
And
to
my
jail.
buddy,
Yeah.
my buddy Shakir says, well,
going on here.
We rode to work today.
Why is he breaking the law? Why didn't you go give him a ticket, Rivera?
No, you're allowed to ride those in the street now.
Well, out
Any
here,
relation to Ellie?
if I had one, he'd be
Oh,
pulling me
well,
over
yeah.
and beating me up right now.
That guy doesn't have his right now.
no,
Who?
This guy
Whoever
Jeremy.
owns that bike.
This guy
Well, yeah, he just stole it.
who's related to JJ. So this guy JJ threatened to stab me if I press charges against Alexis. Another Jeremy with the same last name just the other day at Red Park was like, oh, if I see him in Red Park, there's gonna be an assault charge. You know, same last name. It's
Like
all
you said,
connected to
you're leaving a
Alexis.
paper trail.
All right.
I mean, I do want a charge.
Are you, and
Yeah.
well, you gotta talk to Gilmet. He can't be screaming at me like that, dude, and threatening me just for standing there talking. Like, I don't know what his deal is.
Oh, I mean, I did Tuesday came down, and they took my pistol, the shotgun, the rifle, like. And I told them, they got
Now,
mad.
that's where my whole concern comes in with the dude threatening. They traveled a long way to find him at his pool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It caught him off guard.
That's the same police.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because I was involved in
It's kind of sick.
it.
Yeah.
So we figured out what team I was on, where we were playing. He shows up, shows a knife to my teammate. And
Before he goes outside and talks to him.
Yeah.
Either he's coming
Yeah.
outside or
Yeah.
That's
He-
crazy.
state police is trying to get him with second-degree witness intimidation. With a weapon.
She needs to go to jail, dude.
He's in
Because you picture it, if in my eyes, if the roles were reversed, it would be being treated completely different. This state, yeah, I'm serious
Well,
though.
100%. I mean,
My kid's
if
mother's
he-
punched
if he
me in the
went to-
face
let's just
and
go
called
to
you
the-
guys, and you guys show up and arrest me.
It all started with a sucker punch, right?
I'm serious.
If I sucker punch a woman,
Dead ass.
What happens? If I sucker punch a woman in the bar, what happens?
That dude just almost took out that car.
if I would have
Does
broke
it?
her eye socket and her nose, do you
My ex never got arrested. It was a mutual fight. You never got arrested.
I walked into a bar and punched a female in the face, broke her eye socket and her nose, put her in Hartford Hospital. I'm only getting third-degree assault.
And then Gilmet's saying, "Oh, you got beat up by a girl." What the fuck is that, dude? You know what I mean? He didn't fight back. He said, Dylan.
She walked in, punched me in the face, broke my eye socket. I actually went to Whittam Hospital. Whittam Hospital said it was outside of their ability to send me to Hartford. 2 ambulance rides.
She had a ring.
Yeah, she had a handful of
That's
rings.
why, bro.
And they only charged her with third-degree assault.
That's my girl.
In my eyes, that's second.
It is?
Yeah, I gotta bounce.
In my eyes, that's second-degree assault. At the least.
You know, Giller around, he gonna be running up on her. He loves doing that.
Giller's talking all my exes.
I got my lunch.
Yeah.
Giller's talking all my exes.
Have a good one. Nice
He's just going down the list.
Rivera, good to see you, man. Thank you for doing that for him.
It's sad that anybody should have to go to the department 4 times to get one simple thing filed. As we just saw and we've been seeing for years, these guys don't even understand the most basic things as interfering or breach of peace, yet they want you to trust them with investigating or taking their word to not investigate something way more serious where your life could possibly be on the line. If you guys can't get those little things right, I doubt you're getting those right. I would guarantee you if the roles were reversed and that was a woman, they absolutely would have did it because that's what seems to happen. It sounded like Gilmet didn't even know what third party was, so I don't see how he could say what's third party and what's not. He clearly doesn't understand what interfering is, and he thinks if he says I'm hindering him, it just means I am. He clearly doesn't understand that you can't take a constitutionally protected activity such as speech or filming and turn it into a crime. Clearly 6 months of training wasn't enough for Gilmet, but we're going to trust him to investigate other things, worse crimes. Just like they told him, oh, you need to expect to be catcalled and this and that, and you need to be a man about it. These people who don't even act like men telling other men to act like men. As we saw, it was fine for Dylan to talk. It was fine for Steve to talk. But as soon as I talked, he went nuts. If he can't do his job at the PD with somebody simply talking, not even talking to him. I was talking to Steve the first time he flipped out. He shouldn't be a cop. How's he going to do his job out on the side of the road with cars driving by and little kids riding by on bicycles? Is he going to grab every kid that rides by and choke slams them and say, you're impeding my investigation? That's pathetic. Connecticut is a woman's state. If you are a man, you don't have rights and you don't have the same rights as everybody else. And they treat you as so. Do I think he has enough to get this third-party contact? I don't think they're going to be able to prove it, but I think he has a right to go file a report, have it looked at, reviewed, to keep a paper trail of this. For them to just go, oh, no, we're not going to do our job because you should be a man is kind of pathetic because they're not even men. This little boy has a problem with me and me only, as we saw. Everybody else could talk, just not me. I'm interfering, I'm impeding, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, all things I was not doing. Just because his little feelings are hurt and he doesn't like me. I'm not the guy that anybody should be hanging out with because he wouldn't hang out with me. Yeah, clearly he wouldn't hang out with me. I'm not in the gang and I'm not out there committing crimes on a daily basis like all his buddies. Why would he hang out with me? But if this is how he acts and he is constantly taking his attention off of the victim to scream at me for doing nothing wrong, he clearly shouldn't be doing this job. If he can't keep his attention on his job and treat me just like everybody else in the room, he shouldn't be a cop. He shouldn't be in public service. And this is what happens when weak men get a badge and a costume. They use it to infringe on other people's rights, other people's freedoms that they don't like. This dude did nothing but prove how unfit he is to be a cop. That's all I got out of this interaction, was that he shouldn't be a cop. To me, that just shows what a child he is, how unfit he is for duty, and that we are way overpaying this clown to do a job he's not fit to do. Leave it in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about this situation, and let me know if you guys would have done anything differently. Let me know if you think it's acceptable that somebody has to go to the department 4 times to file a statement. And we'll talk about it on the next one, guys.